Good morning. Good morning, Abby. Good morning, Chen Chen. Good morning, Dia. You guys were so early. I'm going to write you down as all being first. That was really good. Technically, Dia, you were first, but you and Chen Chen came up like split second. So we'll call that a tie. And you're early, which is always good. And Dia. Hope everybody's doing well. The notes are right up there. And Lena, good morning. So Chen Chen. And let's see, Dia. Colden, good morning. Peyton Roberts. Peyton Roberts, it is so good to have you on the webinar. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Ollie Laxer, good morning. Russell Clare. What's with the suit? It's fancy day, man. Come on. Right? You reading your email there, Russell? I don't know if you guys have been checking, but there's actually that Padlet that I sent to you, or that Dia sent out, is actually pretty good. There's a lot of people who are participating, which is nice, and I thought I would do my part. Mallory Supan, good morning. Yeah, Russell, you're reading that email, right, buddy? Peyton Roberts, how are you doing, man? You can type an answer in the chat. Sammy, good morning. Zoe Plummer Trip, good morning. Thursday, anybody have big plans for next week? Big plans for next week, anybody? Nothing. I am looking for somebody to take notes, as usual. Peyton, I'm pretty good. The start of this week was kind of rough. I was a little discombobulated. Good morning, Ella. And I think I don't know. I think it was tough. I think there's been a lull a little bit, especially with the bad weather. It was freezing cold, and it was tough. But it's going all right. I'm taking a lot of walks. I'm exercising a lot, and the other thing, I really appreciate my dog right now. He's almost a year. He's about 10 months, I think, and he's been really good. I took him on a couple walks yesterday, and that was good for me. It just kind of makes you forget about stuff. Hi, Everett. But other than that, I'm looking forward to warmer weather. So Ollie's going to build a tree house. That's awesome. Dia's making tiramisu. That's awesome too. And Colden is going to be sitting in place. Colden, can you believe this? That, hey, Cooper, I've been so looking forward to mountain biking. Hey, Izzy Miller. And I just found out that Catamount, which is right next to me, is closed indefinitely. Cressy, good morning. So I'm going to have to find another place to ride. But I was so looking forward to mountain biking. It's one of the things that's been keeping me going. And they're going to close the trails. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And just don't forget, folks, Chen Chen, it's Elsie's birthday too. Who's Elsie? Do I know Elsie? Who's Elsie? Yeah, Colden. That's what I thought, man. And Colden, your dad sent me a video of you riding his mountain bike. That's a pretty sweet bike. Good morning, Alara. You working on him to give that to you? 8:59. I don't think so. She's in Journey. Well, if she's in Journey, we're not singing to her. I only do that for Dynamix kids. It's 8:59, and we're just going to wait a little bit till some more folks are on the call. All right. I have to keep notes. Dad's birthday is tomorrow. Are you doing something nice for him? Guess what? Tomorrow is actually my wedding anniversary is tomorrow. So I got to figure something out. It's hard. You can't go anywhere or buy anything. So we'll see. All right. It is 9 o'clock and we're going to get going. Thursdays are current events days. Thanks, Everett. Obviously, it's the longest relationship I've ever had, which is good. And we're surviving all cooped up. So that's good, too. So today is current events day. In your email that I sent to you, I included a link to CNN The 10. A lot of people, excuse me, I hope I sent the link to CNN The 10. It's not showing that it's underlined, but good morning, Ezra. I will, hold on a second. I don't know if I have it up, but I will try and let me just go out here for 1 second. And I'm going to put the link to CNN The 10. Carl Azuz is broadcasting. Oh, I did. Okay, good. All right, thanks. So anyway, it is current events. I would really encourage you guys to be paying attention to what's happening, especially 8th graders. Last year we did United States government. And if you remember, I don't know if you remember this, but we read Fever 1793, which is eerily similar to what's happening now. And the critical question was, what is the role of government? And right now you are seeing a government that has completely failed. Good morning, Keegan. In their response to the response to the pandemic. And one of the things, I don't know if you've been listening, but another way to stay up on what's happening in sort of current events is to listen to Phil Scott, Governor Scott. He's on every day, and he is going to have some announcements today, I think, that are going to be, I think, hopeful about the stay-at-home order. I was reading that there are, if anybody wants to take notes, sorry to get distracted, that would be awesome if anybody wants to take notes. But Governor Scott and Vermont is one of the only states, there's 9 states right now that have fewer than 1,000 cases of COVID-19. Good morning, Hazel. And good morning, Avery. Good morning, Maggie. And so hopefully, because we have a relatively speaking, we have a low number of cases, Governor Scott might make some decisions about the stay at home, but we'll see. But anyway, current events, you probably want to, thanks, Lena. Current events, you probably want to listen to Governor Scott if you have the chance. He's usually on VPR. And then Carl Azuz on CNN The 10 is a good one. And then I've been reading the New York Times and the Washington Post, because they have some good articles about what's happening. And again, if you think about yellow fever, Fever 1793 from last year, we had this question of, hey, what's the role of government? And right now, the role of government, in my opinion, is to keep us safe and to get the testing out, but also to deal with the economy, because as you're noticing, the economy is really taking it on the chin. And today, they're going to have more numbers about unemployment, and so I would really be focusing on current events and the news. So the other thing that I want to point out, I read an article this morning in the New York Times, and I apologize for digressing, but this article in the New York Times was about diaries from World War II. And what happened is, after World War II in Holland, they collected all of these diaries. And good morning, Owen. And they collected the diaries and they kept them in an archive. And right now they're going back and they're translating the diaries. Good morning, Cadence. They're translating the diaries to get a firsthand account of what it was like during World War II. And we've talked a lot about keeping diaries or journals as primary documents for the events that you're living through. And I just want to encourage you to do that. Tomorrow, if I remember, and Lena, if you could put this in the notes, tomorrow, if I remember, I'll send you a link to that article. They've gone through and they're transcribing diaries from World War II, and it is really intense. I would caution you about reading them because some of it's kind of emotional, really. And but the diaries it's a project, and they're trying to get all these diaries transcribed so they can really find out more about the history of the people who went through it. They weren't soldiers, Everett. They were actually just folks who were living in Holland, and they describe the moments from when the German army invaded all the way through when they were liberated in 1945. So I'll try and get to that article, but again, that ties into our theme of current events. The other thing I just want to remind you of, a couple things. Hey, good morning, Sadie. Is it your birthday today, Sadie? And good morning, Owen. Sadie Childs, let me know if it's your birthday. And so I just want to give you some quick reminders, and then I'm going to, we're going to sing, and then I'll let you go. So you have 3 learning opportunities from this week to earn certificates. One is your annotated bibliography. I gave you the slideshow and the videos about that. Learning opportunity number 2 is to send me a sample of your writing, or you can just send me an email with an update. And then learning opportunity number 3 is your book log number 1. These are all in your email. The other thing I want to mention is that today we're going to be playing Minecraft, both the Bedrock edition, and we're also going to be playing the desktop version. I have a meeting at 12:30 till 1:15, so I might be just a little bit late, okay? But remember, we're going to do the Google Meet, Dynamix 802 Meet. I'll start the Google Meet, and then I'll open up the realms on both the desktop and the Bedrock edition. So if you want to play Minecraft, you need to sign into the Google Meet, and then we'll get going. So again, on Thursdays, I usually we're going to try and get you out early here so that you can go watch that CNN the 10 with current events. Just a couple reminders. Again, we have Minecraft this afternoon. We have Minecraft tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll have another live stream tomorrow. We'll have another live stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock. That'll be the last one before vacation. And then remember, tomorrow I have office hours from like 9:30 until 11 o'clock. So if you have a question, I'll have a Google Meet or a Hangout. And if you have questions about anything this week, you can certainly let me know. Also, Drew McNaughton just wants to remind you guys that he's running a workshop. Drew from Community Connections, who's a great creative writer, is running a workshop. He wanted to let you know that the writing workshop meets at 1 p.m. I think I included that survey. There was a little survey you could fill out in your email yesterday. But Drew is holding a writing workshop at 1 p.m. He says that it's going to be about 10 minutes. It's a check-in, and you can email him if you are interested. Okay, so just to repeat that last announcement, Drew McNaughton is having a creative writing workshop this afternoon. It's at 1 p.m., a 10-minute check-in, and you can email him if you are interested. Okay, so I think there was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh, yes. In your email, there is a COVID-19 survey, and that was created by students on Team Dynamix. And if you could answer those questions, it's anonymous. If you could answer those questions, your responses are going to be put into next week's newsletter. So again, there's a survey in your email. If you could fill out that survey, the responses to that will be placed in next week's newsletter. This week's newsletter is going to be published today. I will send an email link to that. And thank you for everybody who's contributed creative work and writing pieces. So it's 9:09 right now. If you guys could hold on just 1 second, I'm going to go get the band, and we're going to sing Happy Birthday, and then we'll let you go. Just give me 1 second. Hey, Miriam. You come here. Up here. Hurry up. Come on, we gotta sing. Come on.
There's nobody there.
I know, but they can see us. Okay, so here we go. So it's fancy day for me. It's PJ day for this kid, right? And we're gonna sing. Miriam's been busy. Do you want to show? She's been making bracelets. See these bracelets? And she made one for me too. So she's doing a lot of arts and crafts. And actually, one thing that's really cool is we had a robin build a nest right out in front of our living room window. So we've been looking at that too, right? And wait a minute, you know the other big thing is that Miriam learned how to ride her bicycle last week. So we've been riding like a lot, right? And maybe we'll go for a ride today. Okay, we're gonna sing "Happy Birthday" to Sadie. Okay, on the count of 3. Ready? 1. Wait, we gotta do this. Hold on a second. Hold on 1 second. Still hear me? You can hear me. Okay, here we go. Ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sadie. Happy birthday to you. That was pretty good. Good job. Thanks. All right, people. That's it. Happy birthday, Sadie. I hope you guys have a great day. Watch that current events, and we will see you soon. Hopefully this afternoon, either in that writing workshop or at Minecraft. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Try and get outside. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. Okay. Have a nice day, and we'll see you soon.